Welcome to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a team from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Charlotte's offense will have the football first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added ring.
He's loose. Gets the first himself. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Niners.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Temple's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The give to the tailback. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 off.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play.
Oh, a lot of space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Temple lines up quickly.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Owls will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
And this one will be stopped. game.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Dropping back, it's Harrell. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The 49ers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls in the deep ball. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the 49ers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's McGee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The 49ers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll take it himself. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGowan. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. From the gun, the ground game. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Temple lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
It's a seam wide open. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. You know, gone are the days when the down marker says 4 and you automatically send the punt team.
No doubt. So many numbers, so many possessions. Everything is monitored. Everything is calculated. And now the analytics say, listen, you got to take more chances if you want to win games.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Harrell. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. And the returner will be knocked down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simon. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Temple lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Lots of running room. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia is running away with this one right now, and you just know Cav Man is loving this offense today. They're up by 21 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's another Charlotte.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Harold. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Temple lines up quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going tempo.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Looking left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Owls will have it 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense lining up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Turning it on. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch, because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Temple! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Makes the catch. It's McGowan. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Harrell. Fires complete on the crosser. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the...
Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give is to Smith. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Temple lining up to punt it away. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quick handoff. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. First down and more. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The 49ers are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. Fires to the middle. Trying to find the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the 49ers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The 49ers want to pick up the tempo. Calls his own number. Touchdown 49ers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Creates a little room. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offside, and this is going to be a 1st down.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Temple lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Snagged in the middle, it's Adams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The throw. A strike downfield. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's going up top. He caught it. Touchdown, Owls. And the comeback is on.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. The 50, the 40, past the 30. He's at the 20.
Nice coverage, jump the route, create the interception, and then it looks like he could go all the way. Oh, so close.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down and lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's third down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out, so how aggressive do I want to be on this?
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop and keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Here's the pressure. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going